Hey, this is amazing. Tim Horan, thank you so much for coming down and joining us, especially after what was a pretty tough night last night. But I suppose one of the reasons we want to chat with you is because we care. We almost feel like it's you guys are like a brother, a bit of a hurt brother. What do you reckon, mate? What do we need to do?
Yeah, I think we're looking for the Anzac spirit to try and come together, and we're hurting. The players are stinging, the fans who have saved up so much money over the last 4 years, and you're never guaranteed the side you're supporting in the Rugby World Cup's going to go deep or go to a final. So, but I feel for the players; they're gutted. I walked into the dressing room. I virtually haven't been in the dressing room for probably 10, 15 years. Just wanted to go in and just shake their hand, put a hand on their shoulder, and just to make sure they're okay, because it's going to sting for a long time. Mate, we've been there. We've had big losses in test matches or grand finals or whatever, and every time your head hits the pillow in the next 4 to 5 years, 20 years time, you're going to be looking at the ceiling thinking about that loss.
How did you feel personally waking up this morning even? How's it sitting with the Australians?
I think it's still pretty raw. I think, mate, there's some stinging comments out there, and next couple of days will demonstrate what happens and how we move forward, but hopefully with the help of our New Zealand brothers and hopefully move forward, because a strong Wallaby team needs a strong competition down under for the Southern Hemisphere.
When you went into that shed last night, how were the boys? What was the feeling there?
When players sort of walked past us, they were just saying we're sorry, because that they know they've hurt. Their feelings are hurt. Fans are. The supporters around the world that come from London, come from all over the world in a Wallaby gold jersey to support. So. And they're going to hurt for a long period of time, and it's good. You want them to sting, because you want to remember that feeling. So it's not all about Eddie Jones either. Like, Eddie is going to have to take some responsibility. So are the players. The players, for the next week or so, they've got another game to play. How they respond, their values, their standards. How do they? Well done, George. Hot chocolate, 1 marshmallow.
2 piccolos.
Amazing.
So it's all going to come down to how the players respond, but also the hard thing now, Andy, is how do we provide hope for the next 2 years going into a British and Irish Lions series, and then 4 years' time hosting your own Rugby World Cup? How do we regroup with the help of our New Zealand neighbours to try and continue to grow the game in Australia? We're at the lowest we can be now. So,
mate, finally, we've both played in World Cups we've been knocked out in. I remember the one in France coming home, and it was brutal.
I heard you guys in 2007, when you lost, you were supposed to fly into Auckland, but you ended up flying into Invercargill, so to miss all the media going back home, wasn't it?
But I do remember just even like walking down the street and people would yell stuff out, quite mean stuff. I'd be with my family and stuff. It's World Cups really hurt. Do you have any experiences of when you got knocked out, how that felt? We got knocked out,
obviously won the World Cup in 1991, put rugby on the map in Australia, ticker tape parades. But then 95, we thought would do the same game plan and would win the World Cup. But we get knocked out by England in that quarter final in Cape Town. We had all these tickets planned for semi-final and final. And the majority of the players, we flew out 2 days later, arrive in Perth with about 15,500 Aussies arriving in Perth going to Johannesburg. And we had guys in the airline club, the Qantas club, hiding behind pot plants as all the fans were coming in through. So, because players were embarrassed, and that's what's happened against Wales, and it stings, and that still hurts.
It's a great challenge ahead. It's exciting. I think with people like you and behind Australia Rugby, then it's a bright future.
Yeah.
So, we'll just enjoy the rest of the World Cup, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Cool.
Good stuff. If I can just say to all the Kiwi fans, thanks for all your support over the many years to the Wallaby team, and with all your support, hopefully we can get this Wallaby side back up and going in the next couple of years and host a wonderful Rugby World Cup in 4 years.